Most people have that one kitchen drawer where knives just kind of live in a tangled, dangerous mess. It is a recipe for dull blades and sliced fingers. That is where this massive acacia wood block comes in. It is not just a place to stash your cutlery, it is a serious piece of hardware that takes up a good chunk of counter space, but for a reason. When you first pull this thing out of the box, the weight is the first thing that hits you. At 8 pounds, it is not sliding around anywhere. It feels solid, like it was carved from a single, sturdy chunk of timber. The acacia wood has this rich, deep grain that looks way more expensive than it actually is, though it is worth keeping in mind that the color can shift a bit from what you see in photos. That is just the nature of natural wood, but it adds a bit of character to the kitchen. Now the real draw here is the sheer capacity. 25 slots is a lot. Most people do not even own 25 knives, but that is actually the beauty of it. You can fit your chef's knives, those bulky cleavers, the steak knives, and even your kitchen shears or a sharpening steel all in one spot. It handles blades up to 9 inches deep without any trouble, so those longer slicers are not going to bottom out or poke through the back. What stands out, though, is the layout. The slots are wide enough that you are not constantly fighting to slide a blade in, which is a common headache with those cheaper, tighter blocks. It feels like someone actually thought about how people use their tools. That said, it is a bit of a beast. If you are working with a tiny apartment kitchen, you might find it a little imposing. It is nearly a foot long and takes up a decent footprint, so you definitely want to measure your space before committing. Also, because it is wood, you have to be careful with maintenance. Do not go throwing this in the sink. A quick wipe with a cloth is all it needs, and honestly, that is for the best to keep the wood from drying out or warping over time. It is a simple, no-nonsense solution to a common kitchen problem. It does not have any fancy bells or whistles, but it does exactly what it promises with a bit of style. If you are tired of the drawer clutter and want something that looks like it belongs in a professional kitchen, this is a solid way to go. It is heavy, it is spacious, and it just works.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.